today. From AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of... The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Philadelphia gets ready on offense behind Carson Wentz, the number 2 pick back in 2016 out of North Dakota State.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Here's Hurts. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And, Johnston dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. From the gun, it's Wentz. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Everson Griffin make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, never ceases to amaze me just how fast these defensive ends are in the game nowadays. Part of that is what we've seen in college football, where they've gotten smaller and faster on the defensive side of the ball. But they brought that to the NFL because it is hard for an offensive lineman to keep them away from the quarterback.
He'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz, and he finds his tight end. It's Hurts. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll roll him out right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
23 yards.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Working from the gun. Wentz. That's complete right around the 8. And he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. Kelly. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles.
Complete to Dallas Goedert.
Dallas Goedert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
And now here come the Cowboys. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Again the juke. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. They still can't get him. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
On the keeper. He's across midfield with a 48-yard line.
Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
The pass.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27.
Prescott from the gun. His throw incomplete.
Prescott.
Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL. But if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his 1st drop, his 2nd drop of the game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Oh, you're impressed, don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
From the 31, Wentz. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Passer defense.
So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal.
Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
I don't care what the game plan was coming in. After these runs,
you're running it, right?
you make sure you keep circling on your play sheet, running plays that are working, and keep patting those big offensive linemen on the back. They're doing a great job.
Goes without saying the defense is going to have to adjust to it.
In a big way, and they've got to figure out, do they have to sell out to stop the run, or can they just do it better than what they've done so far?
They keep on the ground with Elliott. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
At the 19-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try again with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him. But he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Number 26, Miles.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 29-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Wentz going to throw.
And 7.
Right side caught by Jackson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And an Eagle first down.
Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 9.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The tackle made by Jalen Smith. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and inches.
First carry for Corey Clement. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 15. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
To throw is Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Complete.
Marquise Goodwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
the timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And that makes it 14-10. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. And all the way down to the 29. A big play here for the Cowboys. 46 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. The RPO always puts the defense in a little bit of a predicament, but when it's Deke and Zach, that probably makes it extra tough, doesn't it?
Predicament. I like that word because when you look at it from the defense's perspective, hard to commit either way, right? Because if you do, you're overcommitting. That's what they call a stressful situation. Many think that Dak should keep the ball more. Built so well, so solid, and running was a huge part of what he did at Mississippi State.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. This is Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Ezekiel Elliott
calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it.
It's a pickup of 3.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. 7 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Jalen Smith tied for 6th in the NFL in tackles last year, in on the stop there. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now we have Kelsey, slow to get back to his feet. Appears to be shaken up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
17. Eagles 14.
A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Prescott yet again. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
11 yards there, just like last play. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Here's Elliott. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Prescott down. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
10th carry now for Elliott. And a short gain here down to the 22.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what they play man coverage against you. He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
Now Elliott. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and the defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
7-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On the draw, here's Sanders. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
run with Elliott. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 12, Prescott. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Able to shake him off. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
A gain of 7 yards, and it's 3rd down.
They'll run with Sanders. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks.
The tackle made.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Clement. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
He's brought down.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
A gain of 18.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. Second down, here's Hurts. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he finds his tight end, it's Ertz. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
It's
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. He's in his own second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's the 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. He's got a first down past the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Here's Prescott. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
Prescott to throw it. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
A first down carry by Elliott. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 41. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Prescott on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Amari Cooper, incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Throwing, Prescott. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
26-yard.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Prescott looks to throw on first. Got his man there, complete to Gallup.
Prescott.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 21-yard line.
Now Elliott. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Brings up third.
On play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Carson Wentz and the Eagles getting set to take over. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a carry for Sanders. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is fielded at the 27. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
First down, Prescott. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
32-yard.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Elliott. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
1 more yard.
The end result, 21 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And again, it's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
14.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Left side here to Sanders. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where it was the home team who were able to hold serve and get a victory in their stadium. 24-17, your final score. From there, we head over to the Pacific Northwest, check on the Seahawks at home in Seattle. And you can see there, it's the visiting L.A. Rams who had the lead in that one. Josh Reynolds, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting New York Giants. 31-28, the final score. In the game you're watching, you've seen a strong first half out of Dak Prescott. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10. at their own 23-yard line.
Out comes Michael Gallup and company as they take the field. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
At the 25-yard line.
Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the 2nd half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
1st down, Philadelphia.
Now here's Goodwin with it on the jet sweep. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
Receiver, the ball carrier.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3. At the Cowboys 11.
Shotgun now for Wentz. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
I would think down 2 scores at this point in the 4th quarter, even with the loss there on 1st down, this has got to be 4-down territory. If you're the field goal kicker, your only purpose now is if you can run out for a pass or actually carry the ball into the end zone. Otherwise, don't even look at the coach.
Once again with Sanders. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. So that drive in total 8 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is Tony Pollard. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now Dallas gets set to take the field. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
To throw is Prescott. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. Here's Hurts. Man open. It's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
1st down, Eagles.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. A strong running. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Miles Sanders.
It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Wentz. Man open, it's Goodwin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down.
Throwing is Hurts. Caught by the tight end Hurts. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
6-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Wentz's pass complete.
Marquise Goodwin with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now Pollard. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage. Taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
At the 37.
Here's Prescott. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
That one goes for 24 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal.
They'll try again with Elliott. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
No gain on the play. Brings up third and goal.
Prescott to throw it. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Throwing, Prescott. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And his throw here's incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Wentz going to throw. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Wentz connecting with his tight end, Goddard. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
He's brought down at the
stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd down, here's Hurts. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
It's 3rd down.
Throwing is Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. This is Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run with Pollard, and this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive can take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And the lead is up to 14. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. 28. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Yeah, he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. And now hang on here because down on the field and appearing to be grimacing in some pain is the tight end, Zach Ertz. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Hurts sets up to throw it. And quickly finding Rager. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Eagles.
On first down, Wentz. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that'll be incomplete.
Wentz's pass.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down and 20.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Wentz.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
A gain of 16 on the play.
Again, it's Wentz. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Wentz to throw again. Now he's flushed out left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. He got 29 yards that time.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Play action. Here's Hurts. Sliding it under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Eagles are back within a score. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Elliott on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And right now they're in that number 2 spot. They would love to hold on to that, but obviously first things first. They want to clinch the division.
And that's what everyone plays for. Win your division first, guarantees you a spot in the playoffs, but still a nice spot to be in. Not as good as it was when the number 2 seed meant a first-round bye. That's all changed with the new playoff system, but still a nice spot to be in.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. 1st down run with Elliott, going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. Well, clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside. Ball's delivered. Gets both feet down for the completion.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. He's going to be stopped well behind the line of scrimmage, and that's pretty much going to wipe out their gain from first down. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
For the Cowboy field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through.
The kick is...
And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
Cowboys 45. Eagles 35.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Left side here to Sanders.
Wentz's pass.
No gain, and it's 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. A gain of 28 yards there, and give them a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, it's Wentz. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Sanders.
Complete to Miles Sanders.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
A 3-yard.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29.
He's tackled.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Sanders has it over the middle. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Complete.
He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
CD Lamb, incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
To Ezekiel Elliott. The tackle by Will Parks. It's a pickup.
Again, it's Elliott.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 38. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Prescott, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
On 1st down, it's Elliott. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Now he'll escape to his left. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Prescott from the gun. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You can see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Wentz now on first down. And a quick throw here that's complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
It's second and inches at the 41-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
A gain of 16 yards. And an Eagle first down.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 43. Throwing is Wentz. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Everson Griffin has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Caught right side is Jeffrey. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Wentz to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Defense.
Come on, baby. We got to do our job. We got to do our job.
So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Throwing again on second down. Wentz. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't matter. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
57 the mark. 57 the mark.
They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
Ezekiel Elliott.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Javon Hargrave. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6. At the
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down.
That's good for a Cowboys. First and 10 at the 26-yard line. Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cowboys, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
Today, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Dwayne Haskins and the Washington football team.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Washington football team. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that.
Two teams here playing for pride as the final week of the NFL season is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. We get our first look now at Carson Wentz and this Philadelphia Eagle offense.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
Wentz now on first down. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Down at the 39-yard line.
The numbers for Sanders last week. You see the numbers last week for Davis. In the end, not enough to help get him the victory.
And as we look forward to this week, don't you just get the sense that he's going to get the ball a little bit more? I mean, that's just how it reads to me. I don't know how you're feeling about it.
Well, they talked about that with us this week. That's going to be a priority for them.
Give him the ball, let him do his thing.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Washington will take over 1st and 10.
And now we see Dwayne Haskins, the Ohio State Buckeye, in his 2nd year in the National Football League, ready to lead this Washington offense.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Haskins in the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at the 20.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard
To throw again, Haskins, and his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Third down.
From the gun, it's Haskins.
Yards to go.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Haskins.
27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Number 26.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Midfield.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, just shy of 140 yards, and a touchdown.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
And that is incomplete. And that went off the mark. A little late with a throw. Here's the Pro Bowl punter Tress Way on to punt for Washington. Deep to return is Nickel Roby-Coleman. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season, as this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Miles Sanders, the ball carrier.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
A gain of 2 on the play.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run with Sanders. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Ronald Darby brought him down. A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and...
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
35-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and
Hurts
6.
sets up to throw it. Man open, it's Goodwin. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Into the red zone, Wentz. And this one's incomplete. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On the ground, Corey Clement, his first carry. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott to kick it away.
Greg Stroman on the return. Washington takes over 1st and 10. At their own.
Out comes the Washington offense as we get a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 1st down, here's a run with Peterson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made by Derek Barnett.
On 2nd and 9. Haskins. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
Haskins pass.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Complete to his tight end, Seth DeValve.
Haskins pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake, here's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Looking to throw, Haskins. And Latimer's got it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Haskins, a quick throw into the hands of McLaurin. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Peterson. He's got it on the draw. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Getting set for the next drive, the tight end, Zach Ertz. Unless he has a Julio Jones-type 300-yard game in him that Julio did against the Panthers in 2016, probably not going to reach 1,000, but still pretty good year.
I think you're right. It's a pretty good year for him, but let's face it, every receiver's dream is to have a game like Julio Jones had against the Carolina Panthers. It's 300 yards on the nose, and it didn't matter what coverage they sent his way. He solved it each and every time. Maybe our guy can get that way in this ballgame. Let's see.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. As Sanders has it pumped free. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Open man is Quinn. He completes it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 25 yards that time. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Washington with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Here's Haskins out of the gun. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Trey Quinn with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat in the driver to get at the 25-yard line. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
1st and 10 at the 47.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And this is incomplete.
Wentz's pass.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Left side here to Sanders. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
That will get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. Ezekiel Elliott, he's been running the ball well in that game. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now a man open down the middle of the field. The 20, 10, touchdown, Washington.
Haskins pass.
Cody Latimer, 76 yards. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to come...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And does Washington have it? They do.
Fumble on the play. Recovered.
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
First play of the drive. Excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here's Haskins. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Given 14 on the play. And it'll move the chains.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
After one, 17-7 is our score.
Washington 17, Eagles 7.
They'll run for it with Peterson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson. His 11th touchdown of the year.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run by Adrian Peterson. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And out now come the Eagles. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 37-yard.
Here's Clement. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Eluding the... And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Carson Wentz sacked by Ryan Kerrigan.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
A loss of 8 yards. And
enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
And the Washington
fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Powerful running. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Ball carrier. The tackle by Will Parks. A 3-yard pickup.
Operating from the gun. Haskins.
The Eagles 41 yards.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 19. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Washington.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down there to the tight end.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Oh, that was dangerous.
Haskins
threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And it's
from the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson, complete. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll run with Peterson. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They try again with Peterson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Adrian Peterson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And Charles, the 2nd time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there is that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
And the lead is now 24. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run by Adrian Peterson. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Man open. It's Goodwin. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
intended for
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Shotgun now for Wentz. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand. The Washington offense back out there. They've been able to move the ball well in the air, and certainly a big reason why those receiving corps have been excellent.
There's no doubt about it, partner. Let's face it, when they get away from defenders, those guys are quick. And when they go over the top of people and use their bodies, they're just thick. But let's face it, what we're seeing right now are catches that are simply sick.
Well, you brought your A game. You're fired up over those catches, aren't you?
Can't help it. Even as a former defensive back, I've got to tip my cap to these guys. They are balling.
I appreciate that. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Washington.
That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop his shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nate Gary on the tackle.
They run the counter now. It's Peterson. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
22-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And the Washington first down.
They run. Peterson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Second and 12. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
On first down, Gibson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin.
Haskins' pass complete to Terry McLaurin.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Washington on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 4. And this is going to be incomplete. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
A 52-yard attempt.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
1st and 10.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
The ball carrier.
Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
The 44-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and
from the 44. Wentz. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 22-yard line.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
first down. Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The Eagles on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll try to run with Sanders. And this time he is in. Miles Sanders, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make our score 31-14 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Greg Stroman on the return. Washington will take over 1st and 10.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Haskins out of the gun. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
To Antonio Gibson.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The throw by Haskins complete to McLaurin. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. 10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down.
Washington.
Throwing again, here's Haskins. And incomplete, crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing again, Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down, Haskins. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Haskins. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
A 36-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good.
His kick,
and that will extend their lead even further.
Washington 34, Eagles 14.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here's Carson Wentz now with the rest of his offensive unit heading onto the field. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has
and the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And that one closing in on halftime with the Cowboys out on top. Dak Prescott has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, it's off to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. Phillip Rivers has thrown a touchdown there. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And that one all even in their matchup with the visiting Dolphins. In our game, it was Dwayne Haskins with a strong first half. He's over 300 yards passing already. How high can he go? To find out, let's kick it back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And on the return, Washington takes over 1st and 10. At their own
time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
It's second and inches.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And the Washington first down.
They run the counter. Peterson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a third and 2 more.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Another tote for the workhorse here this afternoon, Peterson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Haskins will throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A 10-play drive that time. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 37-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Jackson. 11 yards on the pickup. It's now
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Ryan Kerrigan has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big. And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here's Cameron Johnston now. He's been terrific so far. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here again comes Dwayne Haskins and company. And the yardage just continues to pile up. We're still in the 3rd quarter. He's had a heck of a game.
Keep your calculator handy because these numbers are skyrocketing. Loving watching what he's doing right now because, what do we call it, in the zone?
Yeah, he's in the zone.
I think he's in the zone plus right now. Everything is like a laser.
See if he can stay in that zone. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, Haskins going underneath here, the tight end DeValve. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Josh Sweat. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard.
Operating from the gun. Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
From the gun, Haskins. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Operating from the gun, Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Wentz. Caught by the tight end, Ertz.
Wentz's pass.
7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Wentz. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 12-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Wentz now on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
Intended for
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Landon Collins on the coverage.
Now Wentz again. And he rifles one incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Next is Washington 41, Eagles 17.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
1st and 10.
And here again comes Dwayne Haskins and company. And I'm just wondering how many yards is he going to throw for? We're only in the 3rd quarter. He's just thrown for a ton.
You have your abacus here?
My what?
Your abacus?
I thought you said like Atticus, like Atticus Finch.
No. We're not getting that deep. But counting this up, we might need a few extra people in here because the yardage he's piling up, the way that he's playing, it's a lot of fun to watch. I can't wait to see what he does next.
We'll see what he does here on this drive. On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Adrian Peterson.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
They run again on 1st down, Peterson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 21-yard line.
Now Haskins. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Set to valve with touchdown number 7 on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough they couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Carson Wentz and the Eagles make their way out to the field. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Reuben Foster able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of a yard.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again. Ryan Kerrigan in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz.
He's going to drop this down to Sanders.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. .45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Here again comes Dwayne Haskins and company.
Really solid effort for him right now. 3rd quarter, already 4 touchdown passes. How many can he get here?
That remains to be seen, but I know one thing. You and I will be here to watch, and I'm not going anywhere. With what he's doing in this contest, I'm not missing a minute of it. This guy's been spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, it's a team game, but sometimes these individual performances are fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes they just kind of come to the front, despite the fact, as you said, we know it's all about the team. But the way he's playing, he's trying to make his team win on his back.
Yeah, it's been exciting. From midfield now, Haskins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
13 yards there and a Washington first.
13 yards. And the Washington first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Carry number 20 now for Peterson. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Still going. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Ball carrier.
Adrian Peterson. 37 yards.
And the Washington offense just continuing to pour it on.
He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run by Adrian Peterson. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there, excellent, because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz, man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40.
Defense.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he whips that one incomplete there. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Now Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 95 catches for him now on the year, and it's a first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Wentz now on first down. Left side here to Sanders. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone. Wentz. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They start the drive with Peterson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
They run again with Peterson. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd.
On 3rd down, Gibson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
Antonio Gibson, ball carrier. Tackled at the 25.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
At the 28-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, Peterson. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Peterson, the Washington ball carrier.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Peterson on the carry. He's across midfield to the
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a run with Peterson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Adrian Peterson on the carry.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23.
It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like, that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Antonio Gibson.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
What's the deal, y'all?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Following the penalty, it's Peterson. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13.
Will Parks. 5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
4th down.
Dustin Hopkins now for the Washington field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash.
9-yard attempt.
And Hopkins' kick is good.
The kick is good.
And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger.
Eagles 17.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And now running right through him. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now Wentz. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now left side on the swing pass. He will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Sanders.
11 more on that one and another first down. Wentz to throw again. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch.
got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Big stop, let's go. 56.
Sanders toss left side. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Miles Sanders, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Eagles are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? You know the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. Elliott good with a PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on the kick away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Washington offense set to take over. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Adrian Peterson.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Javon Hargrave. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Haskins on 3rd down. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On 1st down, Wentz. And he fires one incomplete. And once more, he was looking for Alshon Jeffrey. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. And once more, he was looking for Alshon Jeffrey. 3rd down here.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
To throw, it's Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
try and wind down some clock with Peterson. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line.
Taken down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Third and 2, now Haskins. And incomplete, almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
It's fourth down.
They'll run for it. Peterson. And some space here. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, it will wind up a .500 season as the win means they'll finish right at 8-8. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll limp to the